When I was 30 years old, I was struggling to make sales. Coming from the music industry, a tough industry, I learned a simple technique taught by the people that were masters of selling. And you too can rise up and stop struggling and get right to the top of the sales ladder by following the simplified techniques that took years to develop and You Can Talk, You Can Sell, this coaching program, which you'll find right here. My name is Al Green. Hi, Al Green here. You know, one of the greatest things about doing what I do is being able to talk to other people such as yourself and hear your experiences. One of the things that I found is in common with some of the brightest and most successful salespeople is they actually have a plan that they work. Some people actually write out an itinerary. They write it forward as, here's what I'm going to do on Monday, here's what I'm going to do on Tuesday, this hour, that hour, etc. And they go through the whole week. And then they try to fulfill it. It gives them a track to run on. When you have a track to run on, then you know where to go, don't you? Okay? So that is developing your plan to the point where you are working and expanding your sales day, the effectivity, if that's a word, of your sales day. So one of the best ways to look at that is to remember the numbers. The more people you talk to, the more you're going to have a chance of running into somebody somewhere who's going to purchase from you. Believe it or not, years and years of selling, I took on a position where I had to go door to door. Nobody wanted to do this job, and I thought, why not? It could be fun. It was a beautiful area where the days were nice, the weather was always great, and these places had houses that were kind of pleasant to be around, kind of nice neighborhoods. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And they said, you got to be crazy. A man at your age? No. You're way past this. And I thought, no, I'm going to do it. So they told me, if you want to be successful, hit a minimum of 60 houses a day, knocking doors. Okay, now, a lot of the guys that I worked with had a struggling time to do that. But there were guys that could hit 35 doors in an hour, just by going from one house to the other. Sometimes people are home, sometimes they slam the door in your face. But the guys that stuck with that, they found out that 60 houses they could do in 2 hours. That's a morning. Now they got the afternoon to close the sales, call the people back, and do whatever they could. But they would bring in the numbers, and they would always make their commissions. When you're in sales, you should be making some kind of commission. If you're not making a commission for selling the way you do, believe it or not, you might want to think about finding a way to earn commissions. If you really believe in yourself, you can work commission only, which means you only get paid for the money that you've earned, and it means that basically what you're doing is you are just trusting your own instincts and your own abilities, and you believe in yourself enough to do it. Now, when you do that, and you work commission only, usually the commissions are higher. But at the same time, you have to work hard. You work smart, but you still work hard. You have to be able to know that you're going to close sales. And you have to trust that you're just going to trawl through the numbers till you get there. One of the greatest salesmen in history, who was one of the early birds in starting self-help and sales, said he couldn't make a sale to save his life. He'd call on 10 people a day and he wouldn't even get one. So he decided to expand it to 20 people a day. He got up to the point to where he was starting early in the morning and hitting 100 people a day, and he would make maybe 5 sales. But those 5 sales accounted for more than most of the other guys were doing that were only talking to 10 people a day. The numbers are there if you work them. Now, only 4 3/4% of the population are involved in sales in any way. You should be in a market where you can sell to just about any area, anywhere. You should be selling something, whether it's an intangible like insurance or advertising, where your customers could be anywhere. If you're selling door to door, you can go into any neighborhood. And believe me, I've been there and done that, and so have a lot of the people that I've worked with. And they're still alive making money, and some guys really thrive on it too. And the women too, they love it. You meet all kinds of people. It's a great job. Why? Because you get to talk to people. And you find out about people. And you get all kinds of little things happen. People want to buy you lunch. They want to give you dinner. They want to give you beer, whatever, you know. They give you gifts. It's amazing. But when you are a people person, which if you're not a people person that loves to talk to people, then sales is something you might want to rethink. Because working and developing your plan is going out there and just having conversations. So work that plan. Get out there today. Develop more conversations, as many as you can. Cold call. Do whatever you have to do. Get more people in your pipeline, and you'll find that your pipeline expands, and so do the sales. The numbers work for you. It works if you work it. Okay? I'll see you next time.